The following may contain graphic or disturbing content that is not suitable for all audiences. The events discussed are presented for educational and analytical purposes only. All individuals involved are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Viewer discretion is advised.
Bung.
Oh. I'll have to replace that intro. That's fine. No, until you see my face on that screen.
Oh, I was looking at that.
No, because I was like, don't do it. And then I was going to go. And then.
Because you were like this, then you pointed, and I thought that.
No.
You switched from fist to pointer finger.
No. That was my, wait.
Oh,
wait.
Like, hold.
Yeah. So, there we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Episode 22.
22.
Late.
Yeah.
So, usually we do these
Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. I think we might have done one on a Tuesday.
Right.
And record, do all the, all the things, the editing and all that stuff I have to do, the uploading. And then I schedule it for a specific date, which is 9 a.m. on Fridays. And this week, because I started a new job, which we won't mention where it is or kind of what it is, where it is. Still in the security realm.
I know, and you still look cute in your uniform.
Well, now I have a uniform as opposed to suits and ties and all that stuff. But, that screwed everything up. I had a couple late days where I didn't get out till 9 p.m. or some nonsense. And so it really pushed back the schedule. I don't know if it'll change anything in the future as far as maybe pushing this to a bi-weekly thing instead of weekly. I don't know. I should have at least 2 days off. There's talk at this location of possibly going to 10-hour shifts, which would then give me 3 days off. So I don't know. And I don't know what those days would be. I have no idea. It could literally be anything. So yeah, that's why we're late.
Yeah.
And this will get posted probably 1 p.m., give or take, depending on how long it takes us, and maybe 2 p.m. And then next week we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But talking about last week, we did our Hammered Balls episode. All the drunks and all the drunk things that they did. So we had the guy, we started out with the clip of the guy, Sam's Club, doing the shooting through the window thing. And then we talked about kind of responding to that and dealing with that and whatnot. And so something is not right if you're breaking into cars, stealing stuff, wearing security stuff and then getting into a shooting. That's weird. That's obviously mental issues or drugs or alcohol or something.
All of the above.
Maybe all the above. And we threw that in there just to throw that in there. Then we had the drunk driver in Corvallis, Oregon. That was the one driving up on the sidewalk. Turned out to be what you thought was a 12-year-old girl running away.
She looked 12.
I know. Then we went to Hillsboro. That was the lady that went the wrong way, drove up on the sidewalk sort of, and then gave her a credit card and Barnes & Noble gift card. So, here's my ID. She couldn't stand, and they had to just hook her up pretty much right away.
Mm-hmm.
Then we did the Ohio State semi-truck driver, and that was the one where the truck was literally all over the road. Right. Shoulder to shoulder to shoulder. And then we did the Volusia County. That was the 911 call comes in, says the truck's driving, just got into some accidents, missing a wheel. It's that white pickup truck. They found it in the construction zone.
And he Sparta kicked that guy.
No.
When they put him in the car and he kicked the cop.
Oh, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, it was that belligerent guy. They went to put him in the back seat and and then he kicks out, like you just said. So correct. And then
My favorite.
the drunk goat was mumbling around on the side of the road and got into the police car, and we saw the potentially first ever Miranda advisement to an animal. Definitely a goat. Pretty much go on a limb and say first time with a goat.
Yeah.
Maybe first time with an animal. Period. Documented on body camera, but definitely first time with a goat.
Pretty funny.
I think that's safe. So this week we're going to get into some more kind of inline action stuff. And so you're going to see more of the kind of wild stuff we usually watch. Just don't read ahead.
I can't even read that screen.
I know. I have my sunglasses on. I'm looking at the screen like, am I clicking the right buttons? I don't know if I'm clicking the right buttons. So I did do a few changes. So we'll see how the audio works. I changed our microphones a little bit in terms of settings. So I don't know how the volume's going to sound. I don't know how we're going to sound coming across. We'll play with it a little bit, but I'm also changing things a little bit. So right now I'm on one camera, and then for the dailies, I'm going to be on a different camera. And so we'll see how all that pans out. The dailies, we ran out. So I think there's been like 2 days of no dailies, and that was because of the work.
Yeah.
And so I hadn't been able to do that. So now I'm kind of in a good 3-day off period, and I should have some dailies done this weekend that will cover hopefully like the next 2 weeks. And then the next weekend I could do the next 2 weeks, and the next week, and eventually I'll have a month done.
Yeah.
Like I was doing before. So.
Well, I'm glad you didn't change the camera so I'm on it because my hair looks crazy.
You are not on it, and your hair's not too bad. Not too bad. I've seen crazy. Wake up and it's like every which direction. My hair looks crazy, obviously, because I haven't cut my hair and I need to trim the beard a little bit. So for the viewers, they get the benefit of my wild hair.
Seeing your handsome face.
No.
Yeah.
Wild hair face. And the viewer and the listeners are like, what the hell's going on? So
listeners are like, I got to see this wild hair face.
And maybe I should look up these videos that they keep talking about. But yeah, so this week we're going to go into the theme with armed with a gun, sort of. The first video is not armed with a gun, but it was different and interesting enough that we've never showed anything like it before. And so I felt like, maybe we should show this one just to get it out there, let people see it, let people see something different, and then we'll roll into. And it's kind of like our go-to is we do kind of something first, not really on theme, and then we start rolling into theme. So first video clip comes out of Snohomish.
Oh, we've had videos from them before.
We have. This one, again, being different, is from a helicopter. Doesn't sound different, but it's a rescue from a helicopter on a mountain.
Okay.
You got it. Okay, Pelotron.
It's a little different.
5, capture strap.
And you don't usually see inside
Doors
the
closed, rescuers eye protection are on.
Like that.
Subject's dropped.
Yeah, you get like body cam from in the helicopter, and they're hooking up and getting ready to lower down, and what they have is 2 knuckleheads that got stranded on a mountain. And I'm a firm believer that if you do stupid crap and they have to come rescue you, you should have to pay for the rescue.
Yeah.
Like this is a lot of resources, fuel, pay rates, gear, everything that kind of is dealt with to rescue you. For audio listeners, it's a helicopter. And then it's people coming out of the helicopter on rope. So we're
looking at 2 people that look like they're just kind of sprawled out.
yeah, they're just laying down, 2
Like our
skiers.
cats.
Rescuers outside in front of me.
So this occurred on April 4th of this year. Which apparently they have snow and apparently they have mountains. So this is in Washington. So
slide right a couple, slide right 2, looking for 10-foot signal. It's calling down. You need to.
So what I gather is this little guy here is telling the pilot where to go, so that little guy can reach those little guys. And so
it's like a claw machine.
Yeah, it is kind of like a claw machine, and you know the pilot's got the stick, and he's gonna go forward a little bit, he's gonna go back a little bit, left, right, whatever, to try and get them where they need to go.
You want a big dumb teddy bear.
Right.
Hold your right, and let's go forward about 2. Easy forward 2. And hold position here.
Down. Doesn't look very windy, so that's probably good.
Got low perches. He's scrambling on the snow.
I've seen a lot of blowing.
Slide right a little bit. Easy slide right. You're clear on the right. Tail's wide open. Move forward. Easy forward 1. And back with the first subject. Tail's clear, wide open. Main's clear on the right. Donnie's just barely hanging on to that steep snow.
They started losing their backpack, is what the text says. It's like
Looks like
behind my head everywhere.
radar altimeter, Steve. Yep. Hold 48. Hold your right. Hold your right. Hold your right.
It
And
just
hold
went
your down.
down.
We need to come on.
My baby was in that backpack.
No, not my dog.
Prepare to take the load. 2-person load. Prepare to take the load. I have a load. Power check.
Oh, it's good. About 47.
Roger that. Continue the race.
Looks like they left the
Over the
skis.
new one. Move.
Don't need those
North
things.
45.
Hard to tell.
I'm back.
So just kind of neat little footage. You get the inside, you get the outside.
I wouldn't have blurred their faces though.
They did blur the face because when you do dumb things, I guess they.
Would have gone full Game of Thrones. Shame. Shame. I don't think I've ever seen video footage like this before.
Right. So it's different. And the Snohomish County has a rescue team that specifically deals with this kind of stuff. So.
Get purchase on that one. Coming back.
Nobody's injured.
You on the ground?
Nobody gets hurt.
Slide right
Nobody's
two.
like
Go clear, slide
dying
right.
or whatever. They literally bring them back to their car.
Don't move, I got you. Stay where you're at.
But it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, how did you both end up like that?
And I mean, it looks steep, but it doesn't look steep. Like, I don't know. I don't ski. And I don't, that's dumb. Being on the side of a mountain going down very fast.
Prepare to take the 2-person load.
Just, I
Hold
don't know.
easy forward, easy forward. There we go. Prepare to take 2-person
If I was to
load,
ski,
taking the load.
I'd be
I have a
really
load.
good
Roger.
about going
Load
downhill
48.
fast.
Roger, you're clear to maneuver
I
your
don't
left
think
if
I'd
you
be
want.
good at stopping.
Slide left.
So I wouldn't have had this problem because I would have flew down the mountain and then crashed into a tree. It'd be a different problem.
I'm moving back into my seat.
Just gotta be like Lane and Better Off Dead. Just on the one ski.
When you see something,
Everybody's
turn.
coming up above the skin.
I got that reference. Not the sunglass thing last episode. Hook on to him so they don't lose him. Regardless, no matter what, this is nothing I would ever do.
No.
Seems cool, but I'm not hanging from helicopters.
Oh, I would do that. I thought you meant the skiing off a mountain. I would not do that.
Nope. And that's the end of the clip.
So
A little different.
I have questions.
You have questions. I have no answers, but go ahead.
Oh. How long were they perched on the side of that mountain? Did it say?
It did not say how long. And it did not really specify how they became alerted.
Yeah, that was my next question.
Right. And so I'm not really sure. I don't know if the helicopter is flying around and kind of spotted it and noticed it. You know, as they do, they just fly around, or maybe they're on training or whatever. I don't know.
Just a little skier life alert button. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Right. It was originally released by the county, Snohomish County Sheriff. And then I went and found this snow rescue team, had a longer clip. Neither one provided any information. And so it was kind of, your guess is as good as mine.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there you go. That was the first rescue by helicopter we've ever shown and talked about on the channel or podcast.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a little different. So this next clip, though, is getting into our theme.
Running and gunning.
A little bit. Not so much in this one. So this one is going to be from Tucson. So if I understand correctly, Tucson PD makes contact with two juveniles. And what transpires is dumbness that ends with guns.
Okay.
Sorry. Hang up the phone.
No, bro.
Stop.
Yes, bro.
Hey, how old are you? You're gonna
Yeah.
have handcuffs.
Yeah. So I will just make it very clear that I would not put up with this shit.
Nope.
I'm talking to you. I'm on a traffic stop. I'm on a police contact, whatever it is. And I'm like, hey, hang up the phone. And you're like, nah, brah. And you start walking away. You're going in handcuffs right away.
Like just the audacity and
Right.
entitledness
Right.
of this. I would have never in a million years been like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
And let it be known, if our kids did this, they would not find the bodies because they're getting their ass whooped if they just walked away from cops and then were armed and all sorts of stuff. So she's eventually going to get handcuffed, and so is he, the driver. I think the male's the driver.
I gotta
I
figure
say
out.
I'm gonna be gone for a month, and I'm gonna be free again after a month.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
Yeah, she's going to be free after a month. She's used to this stupid system that treats juveniles. What you're seeing is the guns that were recovered in the car. So you had a pistol, you have this AR, and a little kind of different views of different things. Now, you have the original charges of, juveniles in possession of firearms, but then they also had modified like firearms. So there was modifications made to the firearm, like a switch, I think, on the pistol or something, to, fully automatic and all that.
I wonder how Tucson is with juveniles compared to where we are, because here it'd be like, well, you're getting 10 minutes, time served.
Yeah. And apparently not very well. They're not doing very well because dumbass girl's like, I'll be done in a month.
I mean,
You know,
a month seems long
A month.
compared to here.
Here it'd be like, 10 minutes and you're done.
Well,
You on probation for 5 minutes. Okay.
We would make you pick up trash, but that seems mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Juveniles are not treated the way they should be. And it's kind of the thing where, one, the parents are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you were doing what you're supposed to be doing, your kid wouldn't be on probation.
Mhm.
She's already on probation. And wouldn't be doing stupid crap. Wouldn't be with guns. Wouldn't be doing all this stuff. And the parents clearly can't deal with it. So the justice system has to step in, and they should be doing something more.
Right.
Laying down the law.
Breaking that cycle.
Yeah, you have to. And you just got to break it off in their ass is what you got to do. And so put them away, put them somewhere that they're not going to be a problem, and let them feel consequences for actions. So this next clip we're going to run to comes out of Richfield, Minnesota. So I didn't have a date on the last one. It was body cam footage, and you could see probably the first time I've seen body cam footage with no timestamp on the screen. So that was a little weird. But this one we do know is from April 29th of this year. And originally it's a prowler call. The officer arrives, finds a vehicle with the door open, locates the suspect, goes to make contact with the suspect. He walks away and then he runs. So he gets in a foot pursuit. Now, the video released in my opinion, was backwards. So they showed contact officer, so first officer, running after him. And then there's something involving a gun. We're going to see that. And then they show the backup officer running up. And I think you benefit more the other way around. And we're going to see both views. And then we're going to see both views with what they called enhanced footage, which means they drew circles around stuff and added some things to it. But this was something as simple as a car prowler. And then it turned into this.
Stop!
Just arrived.
I'll go around, Mario.
So this is Christian, I think a sergeant in the police department. And then Mario is the officer running after the guy. So we've got Christian's body cam.
White suit, black male, backpack.
Smart using the vehicle. Why am I running after somebody when I can use the car?
Right.
Move back around.
But
Where the fuck not?
we're going to see something I don't like.
Hurry back
I want to see how quickly you pick up on it.
Coming out on 7-6.
Stop! Stop! Police! Stop!
Oh, taser.
Yeah.
Go! 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 There's your
Taser is immediately out. And I've said this before. Police departments, security companies, like whatever you're doing in life that you need to chase suspects, and your first thought is taser out, is incorrect. In my opinion. I don't often say cops are wrong. In this case, I'm going to say, as I have in the past, firmly believe we do not need tasers out. It looks good, sounds great on video. You know, to have the taser out, be giving commands, you can see in the video the little red lasers on his kind of stomach there.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Not great when this happens.
hands! Hands! Stop! He's got a gun! He's got a gun!
Yeah.
20 shots fired, officer down. Start medics. Where you hit, Mario? Get back, get back.
Yeah. We're going to play through a little bit more. So he's going to do like some tourniqueting, and then we're going to see the other officer. But this Skippy over here, bad guy, had a gun. So you had one officer who we're going to see from his body cam footage is hands free. So he tries to grab the bad guy. The other officer has a taser out, which you can already tell. Well, you might have already been able to tell. He's got a lot of clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
That may not have been very effective. And then there's going to be a clear identification by Sergeant that he has a firearm in his hands. And you're going to see in the enhanced clip version that you can clearly see the firearm.
Well, and I don't understand if somebody has a taser out without somebody having lethal out.
Yes. And that's the only time, short of, you're in a close quarters thing and you're fighting with somebody and it's just you and there's no lethal threat.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, taser. You might get it out and, contact stun or, hit some probes kind of accurately enough while you're wrestling around. Yeah, that works. I had a guy wrapped around me one time and we were on the ground. I took him to the ground and I'm striking him and I'm trying to get his arms, and another officer runs up and he tases the guy. Mm-hmm. And cool. There's no lethal threat. I get that. But if we're ordering somebody to the ground, we don't need a taser. Ever. Ever, period, underline, exclamation point, whatever. There are no times where get on the ground, I should have to use a taser. I should be able to take my firearm pointed at you, car prowler, in the middle of the night, 3:39 a.m. is what that camera says. And thieves are well known to be armed. Mm-hmm. I should have the thought process that I can order you to the ground at gunpoint. And it may have saved the first officer from getting shot. Maybe not. It just depends on how quickly the officer here, so Sergeant body cam, would have identified that as a threat. So let's finish up this clip.
Hey, hold him! Hold him! Mario, get down. I got you.
Here's
I got you,
cover
Mario.
officer
I got you.
covering
Hold
bad
him.
guy.
Hold him.
So that's good. This is a sergeant.
2525,
Two?
I'm shot.
I don't know if they're both sergeants.
I think I got bullets too. Where do you hit? Arm?
Right arm.
Got you.
So he thinks he's hitting the arm, he's hitting the hand. So we'll see in the enhanced video, it goes through his hand. And it looked almost like there was a hole in his wrist. So maybe it goes through his wrist and it goes through and hits the body of all things, hits the taser on his chest.
Huh.
So it goes through his arm and hits his taser, which is attached to his vest. So here's the first officer, or sergeant, or whatever it is.
I was checking on a vehicle, 7500 block of Oliver. Has an open door.
It's weird seeing sergeants just respond to calls like this.
Yeah, I mean the sergeant in the other body cam is there immediately, so it's as we've known, sergeants
2525.
usually spend time in the office and don't go out to call.
I have that male walking north on Oliver.
Every male's walking north on Oliver.
So it's going to do a little driving around, go to make contact, guys are going to run, then it's going to turn into kind of foot pursuit through the buildings.
Stop right there.
And where we saw it.
He's running southbound. Westbound through the lot. Towards Penn. Yep, go around. Coming out to Penn. Orange shorts, white shoes, black male, backpack. South on Penn. Loop back around towards the parking lot. Coming out on 7-6. Police, you're under arrest! Stop right there! Stop!
All right, so he's going through, kind of back around, kind of in circles, and then gets cut off by the responding officer in the car, who is now on that side. So on the right side of our screen, right side of the video, and then Mario, whose body camera now is coming straight at suspect. Now, from here, if it were me, I'm not saying he's wrong. This is a very appropriate response, is go to tackle a guy that just ran from you. I'm going to put you at gunpoint here. And I'm going to order you to the ground. And this would have changed the whole dynamic of this incident because you have distance and time and all that. And you're then able to see he's got a firearm in his hand. So this guy did not want to surrender. He wanted to shoot it out. He's going to get distracted by two officers, which is the only reason somebody didn't get point blank shot.
Right.
And then you're going to see what's going to happen next.
Stop! Stop! Gotta go! Oh, fuck!
So we don't see from the body cam, he's shooting suspect.
I'm shot!
Because again, body cams are shit. I've talked about it all the time. They just record what you're pointed at. And if it's on your chest, it's going to look at the sky. If it falls off, it's going to look at the ground. If it, that's why, man, Axon, go back to the head camera. I love that because even though he goes down, and then he rolls forward and he starts shooting sideways, you'd still have
What he's looking at.
Yeah, you'd still have some good view of that.
Paramedic! I'm shot! Mario, get back! Oh! Hey, pull him! I'm shot!
Mario, get down.
Tourniquet!
I got you, Mario.
Tourniquet!
Got you. Hold him! Got him. I got him.
Tourniquet!
Anything. Stay there. Just stay there.
2525, I'm shot.
Good view of the cover.
Where you hit?
On
Arm?
that bad guy.
Right arm. Got you.
Yeah, they're both sergeants.
No.
And good on the tourniquet. I mean, that's, everybody should have one.
Mm-hmm.
So I've talked about rifles. I've talked about tasers. I've talked like
Narcan.
Like you need all these things. Tourniquets are not an option. Everybody should have one. I do security work. I have a tourniquet on my belt. I have a bag, kind of like my go bag. I can sling it over me and kind of run into a place or whatever. That has like 4 tourniquets in it. There's no excuse these days with not having a tourniquet. And you need to have it in a place on your belt where you can grab it with whichever arm, your right arm or your left arm, and use it on yourself.
Right.
And it should be, everybody should take the tourniquet out, put it on their leg, size it to their leg, which is the largest part of their body, and then put it back on their belt. Tourniquet's for you, primarily. You may use it on somebody else, but at least it's ready for you. Hey, grab my tourniquet, throw it on my leg. They're going to open it. It's already sized. It's ready to go. Goes on. 30 seconds, you can bleed out and die. And so in this case, that's not the extreme. You got shot. Like it looks like the wrist or kind of like the palm, kind of like this portion here, somewhere right there. You're not going to bleed out to that. But could it travel up and hit some other things? Sure. It sounds like it goes through and it hits his taser on his vest, and it didn't hit anything vital. And so just get that training involved where you're able to put on a tourniquet by yourself with your free hand or, somebody else. What if that guy had still been shooting? You're not going to go, come tourniquet me. They're busy.
Right.
Just tourniquet yourself. Like, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying, that's what people should be training for.
Well, even when we train like civilians on the whole run, hide, fight, active shooter training, we talk about the importance of tourniquets, because if you're in that situation, you're injured, you can tourniquet yourself, you can self-extract.
Right.
And get out of that and, maybe get out of harm's way faster.
Right. Now let's watch this enhanced.
Police, you're under arrest! Stop right there!
So here's Mario.
Stop!
Ooh.
There's the gun. It's already out. And what's great about this kind of clip is you've got the gun, suspect's kind of looking this direction because there's other officer who cut him off. And so now he's confused. If officer over here had a gun out, he could have shot him immediately. Boom, 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 boom. Before this officer could put hands on. But this officer tries to go hands on. Mm-hmm. If we had slowed down again, from distance and put him at gunpoint, now we'd have a shootout, ambush shootout on suspect and not be close.
And is the taser laser like on his hand by his gun? Okay.
I think the sergeant is, originally it was up and then he lowers because he's like, I see something. So it's kind of like at the range, if you shoot, sometimes people shoot at the gun of the target. And the reason they shoot at the gun of the target is because their eyes come up and the gun comes up and they're like, oh, he's got a gun, and they're aiming at what they're seeing. And so maybe he's aiming the taser at the gun
before he realizes what it is.
Before he realizes, he said, what is that? And he sees it's a gun. So we're going to finish playing this clip. We're going to get a couple more enhanced kind of views. And again, I'm not saying wrong to tackle somebody. I mean, you got to put him into custody. That's fine. He doesn't notice there's a gun yet. He's unarmed. And then here's bad guy with the gun. The other officer is recognizing at this point he's got a gun. He's going to say he's got a gun. Don't say it. Just shoot his ass. Like, before officer could get on top of him, take some rounds, get in there, get where you're able to put the suspect down. So there's the gun, clear as day. His hands up. You're going to see like a still where it's like a flash.
Oh.
Right there. So right there, goes to his hand, hits his taser attached to his body. Which is pretty wild.
Stop! Police!
Stop! The other view. Again, taser's immediately out. I hate that. I hate it. We've gotten so kind of, everybody has to be tased. We don't need tasers for everything. Again, not to say it would have changed the outcome.
There's your hands!
I mean, right there, he could have shot him with the gun, right?
Right.
As he fell down, because he sees the gun in his hand, he could have shot him before he turned the gun on the officer, the other sergeant. And so what he has to do is he has to throw it away and then draw, which he does so fast. We'll back this up to this part, hopefully right here. Watch how fast that taser gets dropped. This is where he sees it, and he throws it. Throws his taser, goes to his gun, and is immediately up and engaging in a little bit of crossfire, because you have officers originally over here, it goes over there. Officer that got hit.
Fire, officer down. Start medics. Where you hit, Mario? Get back. Get back.
Officer that got hit was also shooting a bad guy. So
Yeah, they both kind of got lucky that they did not shoot each other.
yeah, yeah, and I
Dicey.
think kind of towards the end there, the officers like a little bit of a crossfire with the one leaning over or whatever, but the original first shots were definitely a crossfire. And again, not saying wrong to tackle him. I like that when he tackled him, he kind of like pushed him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if his brain saw a gun as he's like reaching forward, but he gets up again to like go on top of him, and that's when he shoots him through the hand. But it's like the push is fine. Now go to gun, get on the ground. We don't need tasers out, and we don't need to do all that stuff.
He did throw that taser very fast.
So fast. I mean, they don't train police on this. They should. And I've done ranges where they say, okay, take your handcuffs out. So you hold your handcuffs out.
Yeah.
And then they're like, gun. And you have to drop the handcuffs and go to gun and then fire. And you get pretty good at doing that fast. But I've never seen tasers, training where it's taser and gun hand. Throw your taser, probably because they don't want to break them.
Right.
But throw your taser, go to gun and shoot. I've never seen that. But this guy, all-star on his draws, clearly, because he pulls that up really fast. All right. Now we're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee. Now in this video clip, this is a school shooting. So it's kind of near and dear to things. And we're going to do 2 school shootings back to back. One being this kind of elementary school / church called Covenant School. And this was a school shooter that was transgender. And I think it was female to male. If I understood. There's so many, like, police were identifying it as this, and then others identifying. The name was Aiden, so I don't really know. But the suspect goes in with an AR pistol, a carbine, and a regular pistol, and fires 152 rounds, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The kick in the pants here is it took 3 minutes for the shots fired call to go out. Too long. 3 minutes is literally life or death. Literally, like, if you have, and I can't stress this enough to schools, I can't stress this enough to event centers and, concert halls and whatever, like locations. If you do not have armed guards, you are wrong. 100% absolutely wrong. If you're a soft target location that is frequently targeted, you look at these Jewish places now with all the craziness going on. If you do not have armed guards, plural, you are wrong. So they don't. And it takes 3 minutes from the first shot, which is shot from outside in, for officers to get the call. It takes 10 minutes for officers to arrive. It takes 2 minutes to kill the suspect. So had someone been armed there, could have been killed within a minute of trying to breach the doors and get into the school. Their lockdown procedure seemed like it kind of worked. Didn't really kind of work. So you had 3, if I remember right, 3 children and 3 adults killed. And we're going to see the initial footage of kind of the arrival, the entry, kind of walking around the school, and then you're going to get the officer's arrival and how that went down. And so there's no audio kind of in the beginning clip. So this is like suspect arriving, doing all these things. This was a prior student, I think it said, but prior student in the sense that they loved this school, like they enjoyed their time there, but they just had issues. And anybody, I'll tell you, anybody that shoots up a school, you know, young kids in like elementary school, is psycho. Like, you have mental problems. There's no normal behavior. So what you're getting here is you're getting gunshots through the doors. Doors are locked. So that's how they're going to access. If you have doors that are breachable by a gunshot through glass, you're wrong. You need to have some stuff on the glass that prevents that.
Like that metal mesh stuff.
Right. But if you would have had a armed guard in here, anywhere in this building, but let's say close to the front, boom, 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 shots fired right here, nobody hit, end of the day. But this person's going to get access and start walking around.
Well, and their alarms are going off immediately. Does not send out to dispatch. They apparently, as far as I can understand, did not have like a bank has like a hold up alarm, which should have been immediate. I hit a button under my desk. I hit a button, you know, on a remote, and it should send a message to law enforcement right away. I mean, even in 2023, like those are things that they should have had.
Right. Yeah, this is March of 2023. So there's your shooter walking around, and then we're going to get the officer's arrival on their body cam, which is just a couple minutes of footage that they move to the shooter and engage the shooter pretty quick.
Well, and even as the suspect pulled up, I mean, there was clearly kids on the playground as he was driving by, or she, or those kids got lucky because if this person clearly wants to kill people.
Yeah, could have just stayed outside and had soft targets everywhere. So just walking down the hallway for listeners, it's just the inside of the school and shows the shooter walking down the hallway. And
clearly in the little kids section because we're outside the children's ministry that they're looking at.
Right, yeah, it's an elementary. And so these are elementary school kids. So here's your officers grabbing their gear. Not faulting anything. They've got rifles. You know, the response is good.
Kids are all locked down, but we have 2 kids that we don't know where they are. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
No real info. I mean, that was good info from Lady, and she was calm and collected, whatever. But like, where's the shooter at? What's the shooter look like?
Yeah, let's go in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Into my window zone. They're upstairs.
There you go.
Hey. Give me 3. Let's get 3.
Now, this is 2023, and I will tell you, these tactics are already out of date.
Let's go. I need 3.
You just go.
You don't need 3. Get your ass in there.
One person goes in. That's the response now.
Go! Metro Police!
Like shotguns at the front. I mean, shotgun's pretty damaging.
Yeah.
You got rifles. Guy's got helmet on. So they're searching because they're not sure. They heard something about upstairs, but you don't know.
Right, we don't know how long.
Right, and then you'll start hearing gunshots, which is going to direct them where to go.
Door, with me. Hold the door.
Search.
Next.
Pretty good. I don't know that I would go all the way in. I mean, we're in search mode. We're not in react mode.
Yeah.
But
I think I do a quick sweep and keep moving.
Just move right.
they're calling for more people. The alarm's kind of a pain in the ass. Hurts communication, but at the same time, it also disorients the suspect, so that's good too.
Right.
The suspect's probably not hearing any of this.
No, that's locked. Take this door. Take this door. Take it.
Now you're hearing gunfire. I'm hearing gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
That should be a clue. We're not close.
Yeah.
I think he just picked up on it.
I think it's upstairs. It sounds like it's upstairs.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Now we know where the shooter is. We're hearing gunfire. And now we're in kind of active shooter mode, which is move, move, move. We're not clearing everything. We're kind of giving it a peek, but we're moving. I think we'll get a different angle of that too. I think the shooter was going to want to shoot out the window at cops approaching.
Go. They go second floor.
These guys are going up top.
No, locked door. Where did they go in? First floor. Hold there, y'all. Somebody hold there.
Should taking the keys with them.
Right. So, and the other guy took the keys from the other person. So now you got to think, schools, if you have armed guards, can officers get around? And so you got to have a key fob system, or you got to have key system or something that the guard isn't the only one with the key.
Yeah.
Because when the guard goes with team 1, team 2 is now stuck. And so we need to have a system in place that these guys can get around.
Rifle first. Blue, go.
I'm not big on rifle first.
Go.
It's not always necessary.
I like shotgun first.
Shotgun first is okay, but you know, you're looking at long haul. Cool, rifle's great, but we've gotten to the time in our lives where we must have rifles for everything, and we don't.
Yeah.
We don't need rifles for everything. We can engage with pistols.
Yeah. I just like the effect of the shotgun.
Right. Yeah, it's damaging.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Oop. Watch your muzzles. Now you're hearing the gunshot.
Yep.
Hit the stairs. Go.
So this, in the first video, these guys were ahead of the camera. So when the camera got there, he passes these guys.
Keep pushing. Go.
Go, man.
Shots fired. Move. Right.
We got to work on our movements a little bit because we're crossing.
Push with LPBO.
And it's really kind of the shotgun
Push
guys
it up,
crossing
PBO,
back and
alright.
forth a lot.
Move.
And I don't know if that was actually true.
Stop moving.
Sounded like the suspect was reloading.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good time to engage.
Watch left.
And you're going to see them
Suspect down.
reach down and grab a gun, and there's another gun. So laid out like Family Guy
Right.
characters. So good shoot, good movement once they got in, and good, kind of like identifying where gunshots are and then moving to where gunshots are. First they're in kind of search mode. We're looking around. We don't really know where the suspect is. I have no idea. Any of this footage, do we have the building? Do we have a perimeter? Do we have anything set up in such a way that we can contain suspect if suspect tries to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know any of that. It wasn't very clear. It was, we need to get in the school. We need to get in as fast as we can. And The first team, I felt, took too long. You know, you had the, and I'm not going to like fault them and say they're wrong. I'm just saying when I've done this, the single officer response courses, you know, you're dealing with one officer dealing with a threat. You can do that. We're away from Columbine, which is wait for a whole team to show up of 4 or 5 people and then go in. Gone are those days. So get used to going in solo, dealing with the threat. As more people come up, they're going to support you, and then you're going to add to your team and things like that and start, you know, you go left, I go right, whatever. But get used to dealing with single officers. And so if I had any complaints, it probably would be that kind of slow, like we're at the door, I unlock. Okay, guys, come on up. Okay, just go. Just go, man. You know, and just tell them, hey, catch up to me when you can, because I'm starting to go in.
Yeah.
All right, this next video, we're going to go back to Florida State University, April 17th, 2025.
Okay.
And this is a school shooting where a student, former student, I think, shows up with a shotgun and a pistol, goes to shoot somebody with a shotgun. It fails. It doesn't work. So they put it in the car and then take the pistol and then start using a pistol. Now, this one is different. From the first shot by suspect to suspect getting shot, 3 minutes.
Wow.
I don't know why the officers responded so quickly, because the alert doesn't go out until after the suspect is shot. So it wasn't very clear from the info. The trial has not happened yet, so it was postponed till October of this year. And so I don't know. I don't know what kind of what the real response story is. I just know that what you're going to see is you're going to see a motorcycle cop show up. He's going to shoot. There's going to be a vehicle behind him. He's going to shoot. But they're going to hit the suspect one time in the mouth, kind of like side of the mouth, jaw, and bring the suspect down. First, we're going to show the video clip of suspect moving around and kind of like finding targets. But the response is kind of what we're looking at. And if I can find my mouse again, then we will.
Maybe they were just close enough on a traffic stop or another call and heard it and just took care of business.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Or people were running and flagged them down or something. But it literally is 11:57, first shot, 12, suspect down.
Wow.
And that fast. And the alert goes out at like 12 something. And then the second alert goes out at like 12:15. It's like, yeah, he's already in custody. So here is the clip of the cafeteria. And you've got students. This is just kind of like a general, not cafeteria. This is like a general area for students, you know, student center or whatever. As you got people running, they take off after the first shot's fired. He's going to chase after some people during this footage. When it goes outside, you're going to see. So all those people running to the right that way are running away from the suspect. And that's the suspect there in the red. We're going to see that on the outside. So here he is chasing people with the pistol, firing rounds as he goes. We're going to get the motorcycle officer. Now, what's wild about this video, and I love it, and it needs to be a training video for bike cops and things like that, is you can shoot from the motorcycle. And if you have motorcycle cops that are not shooting from the bike at the range, you're wrong, because it is something that you never think you're going to do, and then you do it. And this guy is going to shoot from sitting on the motorcycle. It only has audio in one ear.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you got like a victim guy just running.
Yeah.
The guy was shooting as he was running. So that's the first shot you're going to hear. And you're going to see officer engage him. So this guy takes a tumble. But the second officer there on the left, he rolls up in this vehicle, gets out. We're going to see his body cam too. He's going to take one shot. I don't know what he was hitting. I don't know if he hit anything, but he took one shot. And then suspect, again, hit in the mouth, kind of like in the jaw. Phoenix. His name is Phoenix Eichner.
And those were not close shots. Like,
no,
he was far.
So they do show a little video. I was just trying to find it. I couldn't find it, but there is a small video clip of bike cop approaching bad guy on the ground. And it is probably 50 yards.
Wow.
You look at 25-yard kind of range. That's where most cops qual at the max, you know. Most qualifications are shorter, and most engagements, people just in general, like you know, you're out at Walmart, you know, citizen get into a shooting or whatever, it's going to be like within 10 feet. Right. You get into, an officer gets into a shooting. We look at the video we showed just a little bit ago, Richfield, that's within 10 feet or so. You know, the first cop goes down and he's shooting sideways. That's like less than 10 feet, right? So most officer-involved shootings are going to be within 10 feet. Most citizens shootings are going to be within 10 feet. And this one was like 30 feet. I mean, 40 feet. I mean, it's really far away. And he gets off the motorcycle and he runs up and he's running. And then finally gets up to him and he's laying face down on the ground. And that's when he hooks him up. And so the response, again, from first shot to down, 3 minutes.
Right. And you had 3 cops just kind of storming the beach there.
Right. And you had the previous Nashville school took 3 minutes to air the call, to send the alert.
Right.
So not even to air it, just to send the alert. Took 10 minutes for officers to get the call and arrive and enter, and 2 minutes to shoot the suspect. So what is the correlation here? When they're there, it's fast.
Mm-hmm.
Officers go into the school, 2 minutes, shoot suspect. Officers arrive outside the school, you know, engage a suspect, like less than 2 minutes. I mean, that was like immediate roll up, shots fired, suspects down, 30 seconds. So again, going back to what I said earlier, if you do not have armed guards, plural, you are wrong. If you have a school and they're not on campus, they're not at locations, key locations where things occur, you are wrong. And if you run an event, concerts, you know, whatever, I'm not saying hire off duty because that's expensive, hire cops or whatever. Yeah, they're great. And they're great for the fact that they're trained, they know how to shoot, you know, they're able to do all these things and they're able to bring charges on people. Great. But if you don't have at least some competent armed security guards, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying hire any security. You better be some competent people. Yeah. That not only are going to be able to go towards the threat, we don't want ones that are going to run away. They need to go towards the threat, but they need to be able to accurately engage the threat and take the threat down as well. So, yeah.
Well, and what I like about this clip, if you back it up to when that motorcycle cop arrives.
Let's see. I can probably make that happen.
I guess they all kind of arrive at the same time. So they arrive in the right spot. He sees a guy running, hears the shot, doesn't shoot the guy that's running, like recognizes immediately that's not the guy.
Right.
Recognizes the bad guy is the bad guy and just goes to take care of business immediately.
And here's a few things to think about with this. One, it's a bike cop.
Mm-hmm.
Usually not well known for being the most physically fit, tactically sound, you know, whatever. The guys that go to traffic positions usually want a little bit of a lighter, you know, duty. They don't want to be the one going through front doors. They don't want to be the ones, that are busting stuff down and get into shooting. Say they want to make their traffic stops, write their tickets, do their things that they do. And that's usually, not always, your traffic people.
Mm-hmm.
This one has the mind of, I'm wearing a helmet that obscures my vision and I can accurately engage
While holding my motorcycle
while
up.
sitting on my bike, not even using the bike for support. So didn't like drop it on the mirror.
Yeah.
Is shooting standing like you would do at the range. And I don't know how, I mean, there's only one round hit, so not accurately, but accurately enough that the one round hits and immediately takes him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there were some follow-up shots, and I don't know if they were follow-up on the ground, so hopefully they went into the grass and didn't,
Ping anyone.
Yeah, and start going into these back buildings over there and people behind. What I really liked about this one is this guy that you get. So you've got officer on the bike, starts engaging. There's that one gunshot, and then the officer starts engaging. Now this guy's going to roll up and is pointing at what I think is pointing at
The guy running.
the guy running.
Yeah.
But then he quickly identifies that it's not that guy. It's a guy like a little this way. So watch his firearm, how it changes.
Yep.
See how he changed? He's like looking that way and they go, oh shit. And it starts turning the other way. And so both of them, solid work in that regard. I don't know if this guy's hit or whatever, but he's kind of like limping and being weird.
He looks pretty old.
Pick the shoes up. Why you pick your shoes off? That's weird.
I mean, that was an impressive video.
Right. So it is, again, why it is great is how fast it was. I mean, it's accurate and technically sound and all that stuff. We talked about that already. But
Yeah.
why it's great is the timing. Again, literally on arrival,
No
30
hesitation.
seconds, no hesitation, suspect down, shooting ended. Had there been somebody in that student center armed, this would have been the response. Comes in through the door, armed security, armed cop, armed whatever, teacher, whatever it is, immediately engage suspect down.
Yep.
And you would have so much less life lost. The school, the previous one at the elementary thing, shoots through the doors, bullets coming in, immediate response from somebody coming out of the office, armed principal, armed security guard, armed, somebody there, immediately engages suspects down at the doors, doesn't kill anybody.
Right.
And so that would be like the best outcome. And there's another video. It's based out of St. Louis. It's a similar circumstance in the sense that he rolls up to the front, shoots out the windows, and then climbs through. Again, if your windows can be shot out and you can gain access, you are wrong. You guys need to fix your security measures and put in doors, put in things that can't be penetrated like that. He blows the glass out and there's a security guard there, but he's unarmed. If you have unarmed security, you're doing it wrong. And I don't care where. Barnes & Noble, a restaurant, a bar, concert venue, whatever. If you have unarmed guards that are on the perimeter dealing with the immediate potential for immediate threat, you are wrong. Period.
At most, they're a visible deterrent, but people know that armed security can't do anything.
Armed
So
security,
they do not deter anything.
doesn't deter someone with a weapon. And that's what you're supposed to do with security, is deter threats. And so, yeah, you can have your little metal detector wanding unarmed idiots doing their thing or whatever, but you need somebody there with a gun.
Right.
We've gone to Casa Bonita, a
I love
restaurant.
Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita has armed guards outside.
Well,
doing the security.
Casa Bonita used to have their own post-certified police department.
Sure. But what I'm saying is, like, this is a restaurant.
It's so much more than a restaurant.
That is not, it's not like well known for its violence, but it is a place of where violence can occur. And if you get a shooter that goes into Casa Bonita, I mean, it's all day. Boom, boom,
Right.
boom, boom, boom,
And
boom. There's people everywhere and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, and it's a dark place. It has a million places to hide, and it's a place for families.
Right.
So I get why they have security. I'm glad they do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's impressive to me.
Yeah. And not one, but multiple armed guards outside. And so if you run a venue, you run an event, got to have a school, university, whatever it is, armed guards, armed people. If you have to start your own internal, like armed program, whatever, look, I don't want people walking around with guns. It's scary.
Going to trigger people.
Shut up. Okay. But okay, fine. Then go to plainclothes.
Mm-hmm.
Get them to carry a backpack with a gun in it. Get them to carry concealed with a gun. Let them walk around like they look like a student, that they look like they belong there. And then when something happens, they can respond. I've done that before.
Right. Crisis response.
I had a backpack, that slung around and it was body armor. And I pull up, open it up and the gun comes out and I'm able to engage. Then no one knows and no one asks, who are these people walking around? They just think they're like them. So anyway, any other points to add before we end?
I don't think so. That was a good episode.
Good to think about, good thoughts. We went way over. I think we're probably at 10 minutes or something on this one, but I had one more clip. I did not play it. I knew we would be over, so I didn't want to do that. But anyway, yeah. So thanks for listening and watching. If you listen, go watch. If you watch, feel free to listen also. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, all those fun things, all the socials, Facebook, TikTok are kind of the number ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Instagram and X and all those other ones.
Yeah.
Cool. And then be sure to jump on Discord because that's where we do all the things with videos. So you can recommend a clip. You see something you want us to talk about, throw it on there and we'll do it. But anyway, catch y'all later.
All right. Bye.